Yeah, brother, lesbian, great. Let's go. I got a life to lead, Indian.
That's great.
But it's fucking great.
Your brother, basement hard luck. Basement hard luck. Card shots, thieves, murderers with hard luck. Pimps and card shots, thieves, murderers with hard luck. Your brother, basement hard luck. Basement hard luck. Card shots, thieves, murderers with hard luck. Pimps and card shots, thieves, murderers with hard luck.
Good morning and welcome to the Hard Luck Show. I'm your certified host, Steve Lucky Luciano. Sitting across from me, my co-host and partner.
Good morning, podcast land. Shumahambo, an American Indian, Southern California, again barbarian, and inventor of the hurricane.
Yes, and old Blue Eyes himself.
Sean Lewis. Certified audio professional.
49. Shut it on. And
we got King Salmon in the house and Big Pick Mike.
Yeah.
Handling visuals.
Kipper and the Tripper.
Yeah, Kipper snacks.
Big Pick Mike was keeping us dialed in with tales of how high he could get. He said he could get real high.
I can get pretty up there. I can get pretty high up there. Watch me.
I can get pretty high up there.
I can get pretty high up that tree.
All right, I'm going to do an experiment. All right, Big Pick Mike, where's the mic? Go over there, Mike. Big Pick Mike, get on the mic. Okay. And I want you, Big Pick Mike is walking behind.
Yep, Big Pick Mike's doing
He's got
something.
the hurricane. This is why he's going to catch up to old ladies that he's going to be able to shag later. He likes them a little bit older. He calls it the liver spot hot. That's what he likes. He likes them. He likes the challenge of an older woman, and can he please her? It's called spelunking and dunking, but he ain't flunking. But he definitely be chunking. He's grabbing the mic. He's putting on a thing. Big Pick Mike.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna do.
Thank you, Big Pick Mike.
Thank you, Big Mike. All right.
Thank you.
All right. We're just gonna go based off of where you go here. All right. Tell us in the news, right? Really high up there, Big Pick Mike. Tell us. Look at his face. Tell us what you know about Andrew Tate.
Yes.
Well, they're trying to accuse him of being misogynistic. See what he's got to say. He's very upfront. I've seen a couple of his videos and what he's got to say about men and women. And now he's got busted for quote unquote pedophilia. Allegedly.
I love the way this guy breaks down shit, man.
Quote unquote.
So this guy, and now he's
Listen,
busted
they try to
for
accuse him of misogyny, which is a Japanese form of sushi, and I don't think he knows how to cut fish. And then they quote unquote, and now they've said pedophilia. Okay, keep going.
No, that's what I know of him so far. I mean, I really don't follow too many people, but I heard his name and so I checked him out. And I'm usually I don't watch the
kept
book.
hearing his name, so I went on there.
So I went on there. Andrew Tate.
And you know what I thought?
I already got music around me. And
Formerly known as the artist known as Andrew Tate.
So what he got busted in, was it Romania?
Ooh.
Where are those motherfuckers at?
Yeah.
Romania, Bucharest, bro. Romania,
Really?
Eastern Europe.
Right.
Eastern Europe. So kind of close, right?
Right.
Civics class, kind of close. But the first thing is Andrew Tate
Yes.
was a kickboxer, right? He was a kickboxer, and he got a little bit of fame for that. Then he started a Hustler University, partially by trying to tell people how to get rich on crypto, how to get rich doing this and that and the other thing. And people were paying him $49.99 a month to learn how to be a hustler from Hustler University. Right? Guy was getting paid. But he was very controversial. He was very controversial because he definitely said some misogynistic things for sure. Now, he would disagree with that. He'd say, well, look, I'm just a traditional Christian dude. But he would have like a cigar and he had his glasses on. And it was like slash motivational slash antagonizing people, right? But he was also on Big Brother. Mm-hmm. And he got kicked off the show. The producers said that they have video footage of him hitting a woman with a belt on a television show. He said it was all edited weird to make it look like that, which is not a good defense. And also, I think he was being investigated for
trafficking.
Well, something akin to that. So that's kind of his background, but nothing. He never
got a great background.
Well, it's a real good.
Fuck, bro.
Yeah, it's not necessarily a good thing. So
it's not necessarily a good thing.
No,
not a lot of good things.
Mm-hmm. So, but and he moved to Romania
from
England. He's like an American British guy. He's an American British guy. And he moved to England. I think his parents they've split, and then his mom took
you know a lot about this guy.
Him and Tristan to England, and then whatever was going on, the heat, the static that they were facing caused, and he said this himself, Andrew Tate, to say, I'm moving to Romania because they got laxer laws about porn. You know, all that kind of shit. They can't investigate me so well or whatever. All right. And he's one of these guys that, you know, take a picture in front of like 80 Bugattis.
Yeah.
Right? And be like, yeah, you want to be broke?
With a cigar in his mouth.
Yeah. Hey, my dick is huge. If you don't know it, look at these cars. All right. So it's a kind of a character, but there was kind of a dark side to it. It was a little weird. But all right, whatever.
I'm waiting for a picture to surface of him with a fucking flesh cigar in his mouth.
Well, I mean, if he gets put away in jail, that's gonna happen soon enough. There's gonna be plenty
A rear end flute.
big Polish prison guys that would like a smooth-skinned young man to go down there and show him what's
You know
what.
what's funny is on the last guest, you go, I got a prediction. What was her name?
Lily.
I think Lily's gonna get on Danny's chile. And I was going to go get on his chile. Yeah, prediction that she's going to get up and ride his chile. Right when you said it, she's going to get on his chile. Get it to her. I was like, yeah, you're going to get on his chile. I didn't see that prediction. That's going to happen in about 45 minutes from now. Going to get on that chile and ride that chile.
Yeah. Danny was balling, bro. He was balling. Yeah. I don't want to steal his show.
Did you guys see the way she fucking was grabbing his crotch on here?
Yeah, Sean.
He perked up when he heard fucking some bulge behind the zipper. Huh? He got it.
He's grabbing
leg.
She was grabbing his 8-inch cock.
Yeah, she was squeezing his head.
You notice that?
Did you notice she was looking at a reflection? She was. Did you see Juwan?
Juwan had all sorts of spit coming out of his mouth right now, dude.
What?
Dude, you were like, a fucking shot like you were holding the thing in your mouth, dog. Yeah, man. Yeah, you got excited.
Because
did that go right into the computer keyboard or what?
Mixed with the other crusty stuff that's on there. Hey, dude, I was sitting there and I was like, because on the way down here, right?
On the way down
to the pants chile. Yeah. Dude, listen. I was listening to one of the last shows that we did, and I forgot that we had laughed for like 30 minutes about the shiny helmet and staring into it, seeing your reflection and a dickhead. We were laughing about that for like 25 minutes. It was hilarious. And you were like, hey, one time.
I was like, hey, there was a string of saliva from the bottom of your lip.
Now you were like, hey,
you guys trying to tell me nothing was going on in here.
I told her if you squeeze it real hard, you could see a picture of yourself in there.
You can see yourself in the head. Hey, you gotta squeeze it real hard.
Talking about the Melinda Gates.
Squeeze it harder. Can you see yourself?
Man,
Can you see yourself?
You'll see your reflection.
You see yourself gleaming in it?
right.
She will make you smile.
See yourself shimmering in it?
Shimmering Heads. The Shimmering Heads. That's
Shiny
a good
Shimmering
band name, dude. The
You ever see that movie, The Shining? That Shining.
It was like Scanners.
It's called The Shining.
Here's Johnny. So listen, going back to I don't know why it goes like that every time we do the news, but going back to that. So anyway, so he's in Romania. So he picks a fight on social media with Greta Thunberg. Does anybody? Okay, Big Pick Mike. Who's Greta Thunberg?
Is that not Greta Thunberg? Is that teenager girl? Is that teenage girl? Or I got the wrong name.
No, I mean she's a girl. She's teenage. Okay,
Yeah,
and
she was a environmentalist or some junk.
yeah,
Right?
okay, check that out. Right. Although you do have kind of like Billy Joel eyelids. Look, doesn't he kind of a little Billy Joelish?
He does look like Billy Joel.
I know, right?
Shit, I need Billy Joe money. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, he's here all week, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Yeah, man, just put money in the hole in his foot. But the thing,
No shit, look at this guy.
but yeah, so he picks a fight with her, right? And so his whole thing is like, yeah, I got all these gas guzzling cars, and I'm gonna let you know how much of the ozone I've destroyed, the emissions or whatever, to Greta Thunberg, right? During that, when he's picking a fight with her or whatever, to show just how like much of a man he is, he's attacking her. So during that, he asked one of his friends to be like, hey, and I guess there are authorities looking for him. So they go, hey, can you give me that pizza right there? And they hand him the pizza. And the pizza comes with the name of the company on the box. Jerry's Pizza in Bucharest, Romania. And he goes, you know what? I'm not even going to recycle these pizza boxes. Ha ha ha, Greta. And within like T-minus 10 seconds, the authorities, because they're actually, Jerry's Pizza in Romania is fucking famous, been in business for 25 years, and based on the location of Jerry's Pizza, they triangulated and found him and his brother. And they arrested him and frog marched his ass to fucking prison. And Greta Thunberg wrote back and said, that's what happens when you don't recycle, motherfucker. Guy told on himself. And when he's like, hey, what's your email address, Greta Thunberg? I'm going to send you my fucking gasoline receipts. And she wrote back, right? This chick wrote back. She's like, yeah, you can email me at smalldickenergy@fuckyou.com. Like, and the whole world got that, right? So now he's in prison. They've got 6 women who've come forward and said that human trafficking, they were lured to Romania, right? Like Hostel, right? Like the movie Hostel. They're to Romania, told one thing, and then got stuck in their web or whatever and couldn't leave, and were being forced to film shit, porn shit that they were making money on. Those are the charges. Now, they're in Romania, so we don't have to say allegedly, but I'll say allegedly because it's not proven yet. So what happens in Romania is when they arrest you, they got like 24.
Are these guys arrested and incarcerated in
Romania?
But are they right now?
Yes. Listen.
I thought they got out.
No.
I thought these 2 dudes both got out. I thought I saw interviews of them saying, nah, these were all assumptions. And
no. What happened was recently, right? So in Romania, when you get arrested, from what I've gathered up to this point, you can't leave when they question you for a couple of days. But after that, they usually release you with some kind of bail or some bullshit. In this case, they went to the judge, the DA, the Romanian version of the DA went to the judge and said, look, these guys are on camera saying they went to Romania to escape other shit. It's likely that if we let them out, they're going to bone out of fucking Romania and go over to fucking Poland. And then it's going to be a whole... So the judge denied it. Now they're held over for another 30 days. They can get out. And I don't know also what charges in other countries now that they're in custody. I don't know what other shit they're going to face, but their whole thing is different. And they've seized, I want to say 4.6 million in watches and cars. And if that money was derived from illegal porn or human trafficking, Romania is going to get to keep all that shit. Yeah, I don't know what their relationship is. I don't know what kind of juice they got.
Yeah, that money, that type of shit just disappears into the Romanian government.
Right.
And you're lucky if you get out and you don't pop people word of it.
That's right.
Just get the fuck out of here.
Like Romania, I don't even know.
They might just kick them out of Romania and take all their shit.
Right.
That'd be their best case scenario.
That would be the best case scenario.
Because Romania, I mean, they got laws out there.
That's where Dracula lives, dude. They probably look outside and see Dracula driving his fucking Bugatti.
No problem, huh? What are the laws? What are they facing? Does anybody talk about the time they're facing?
I don't know. Probably. I haven't looked at.
Sicko fuckers. Don't these sicko fuckers deserve to rot in a fucking Romanian prison anyways?
Well, okay. I mean, they gotta be proved.
They're guilty of.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Around doing fucking running shit.
Well, thank you. But my point is like, yeah, Romania. Even if they're innocent, they're never gonna get that. What's the police locker like in Romania?
Right.
There's probably like no lock on it. It was in here and I remember filing it.
No, for one thing, they said we got $1 million worth of watches here in cars. I don't know where they came up with 4. But we got one.
Well, listen.
Right? We got a couple cars.
Listen,
they're like dented. There's like 30,000 miles on it. It's like
it's got Hyundai parts.
Yeah, there's
inside.
a baby seat in the back of one of the Bugattis. Like, here, take that, and you go back. And
right. There's a Casio watch in there, and they're like, yeah, well, this is what we got. I don't know.
They might be paroled and come up dead the next day. Who knows?
Right. So I have no idea. It doesn't look good, but
Epstein ended up dead in an American jail. You know what I'm saying? Those guys could end up fucking dead in Romania real quick.
Okay, this is from the Daily Beast, which is the Tate brothers and 2 Romanian women were arrested last month over allegations of being part of an organized crime group that local authorities say exploited women by coercing them into making pornography. Prosecutors say Tate would pretend to want romantic relationships with the alleged victims before forcing them into creating the explicit content. All 4 suspects deny it. Lawyers for the Tate brothers said prosecutors failed to produce any new evidence against the defendants, and they were optimistic the detention extension would be denied. Romana Bola, boy, that sounds like a Romanian name, for the Romanian anti-organized crime agency DICOT, said prosecutors requested the month-long extension on Thursday to keep all 4 in custody as investigations are still underway. And according to Sky News, the successful request comes after the defendants lost an appeal last week to overturn the previous decision that extended their arrest from 24 hours to 30 days. So they tried to appeal it. They got DA asked for it. They got denied. Now they're stuck. Their Bugattis and wristwatches are on their way to Vladimir Putin right now. It's over, Johnny. Over.
Is Romania part of Russia?
No, but I mean, at that point,
it'll end up over there.
It's like Russia is like down at the bottom of like a fucking incline, and it starts with Romania, and all that shit just rolls right down into Vladimir's pocket. Right. So go ahead, Sean. You looked like you were doing something.
Yeah, I guess there were some rape allegations, and they caught him on. They got audio.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear it?
Yeah.
Let's see if I can pull it up here.
See.
Rape allegations, and he has the audio to prove it.
Am I a bad person? Because the more you didn't like it, the more I enjoyed it. I loved how much you hated it. Turned me on. Why am I like that? Why? I am one of the most dangerous men on this planet. Sometimes you forget exactly how lucky you were to get by me. Would you rather me pin you down and make you do things you didn't like, or would you rather you didn't like that I was thinking I can do whatever I want to? That's what it is. I'm the smartest person on this planet. Are you seriously so offended I strangled you a little bit? You didn't pass out. Chill the out. Jesus Christ. I thought you were cool.
Okay, wait a second. So first, before we go any further, that sound.
You're an idiot for even talking like that on the radio.
Well, where did that audio come from, Sean?
That's from. I mean, I don't know
Like
where
it's-
they got it.
Yeah, so I'm
but,
asking.
I mean, it's around the news outlets, I guess.
Okay, but I guess
But
like
where did they get it from? I have no idea. I guess the chick recorded him or something.
okay, so it did sound like he was talking on the phone, right? And look it, dude, I'm not defending the guy. I really not. But from an attorney standpoint, that sounds like a gross individual. Sounds like an asshole. But how does that actually prove that he raped somebody?
Yeah.
Right.
And what did he do wrong so far?
I mean, he said a bunch of shit,
Yeah,
and
the only thing he did wrong is he said that shit all on fucking a recording.
now the fact that he's under investigation for human trafficking is a completely separate
Right,
issue.
that's separate.
But in the conversation, like, I'm asking you, Sean. I'm not even trying to argue about it, but I'm listening to it. And I'm like, yeah, I would never say shit like that. But
You done
I
some
don't think
shit
it
like
proves. I mean, it does.
that. Doesn't prove anything because I think everybody in here has maybe choked somebody out a little bit.
Is that submissible
there's
evidence?
this shiny.
It's
Right.
submissible evidence since he wasn't told that he was being recorded. Is that
Yeah.
submissible? You have to be told that
I
you
don't
have
know
to.
about
Admissible?
What about
Oh, admissible.
in
Yeah.
Romania? I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay, I'm just asking.
No. Okay. The recording laws, right? All right, that's a good question. Hard luck lawyer minute. It depends on the state. Some states you don't have to tell them you're recording.
Okay.
California, you do. So it's illegal to record somebody in California without their consent or knowledge, which is why like at least half of the year's shows we had to get rid of them. I'm just kidding. That was a joke.
Very
He's like-
funny. Hilarious.
All right, you got me. Big Wig Mike got me. That was good. So, yeah, state you can't in state of California you can't do that. Now, in a that's a civil. So in a criminal matter, it depends on the nature of the recording. It depends on the context of the recording. Because think about it. If in a criminal matter in state of California or anywhere for that matter, how could they give you a wire and use that as evidence? Right? The person doesn't know they're being recorded.
Okay.
But I don't think you're afforded a protection. So, the way that it works in the criminal context is you're not afforded protection of privacy if you don't maintain the privacy. So if you're talking to a friend,
That's kind of like with the cop, and like if the curtains open a little bit and he can see in,
that's right.
he can fucking make a case on it. But it's
Right.
up to you to make sure that you can't see in the window.
That's exactly right. And it's weird too because so like from the search and they call it fruit of the poisonous tree. So any evidence that comes from a poison conduct of the police, any evidence that comes from that's out.
Okay.
So they could have caught you red-handed, but if they got to catching you red-handed by an illegal search,
Right.
then it's out. And what's crazy is in law, dude, there's all these like it's complex arcane rules. So they got ones where it's like, well, right, like you said, it's up to you to make the curtain close. Or at what level does the cop technology go beyond go into an illegal search? And there's case law on like, well, okay, so like if he has a special scope from a mile away and looks in it, no. But if he's got a 10-to-1 camera and with that kind of a lens, yeah, that's not invading because it's generally in the public and most people kind of know that's there. So if you're doing somewhere where he can see it with that, that's not invasion. They even, when they do like frisk and search, right, they got a thing called a Terry stop, right, a Terry stop. So they have a thing set up and it's outlined in the Supreme Court where it's like in certain dangerous areas, the hood, a cop can, without probable cause, stop somebody that they have reasonable suspicion. Probable cause is higher than reasonable suspicion of being dangerous. And they can pat you down, but they can only pat you down for weapons. So when they pat you down for weapons, right, they can't be doing extra search, little like looking for nugs, right?
Yeah, a joint, a fucking crack
If they
pipe.
start doing that, you got a chance of getting it thrown out. But it's crazy how many cases they've got, and you can kind of see the courts trying to help the cops, but also trying to, So it's all of that goes into that, but none of that is relevant to this conversation because they're in Romania.
Right.
Okay.
Cool.
But so part of the Andrew Tate story is about Greta Thunberg. How do you say her last name?
Doomberg.
Thunberg. Greta Thunberg, right?
Thunberg.
A Swedish environmental activist, I think, started at like age 14 or something like that, and came to global fame for her actions. And she's kind of like, in some ways, like a real badass in the sense of, she is able to say and do things that cause enough of a fucking, that are disturbing enough to corporations and governments that she's now got a global platform. And this, I don't know how old she is now, but it started out, she's 14, she might be 17 now, 18, I don't know what it is. But the point of it being, and her whole thing is environmentalism. And she's fucking sick and tired of corporations and governments talking bullshit and doing zip. Absolutely zip. And she's not about like, everyone put your can, 1 in 4 people put your can in the fucking thing or whatever it is. She's about getting corporate and government reforms at the larger mass scale that probably really would impact everybody. And she's like she's a massive celebrity amongst, Gen Z, Gen Y types, right? They really know who she is. And let me just play a little sampling of the kind of like what her style is. This is what I'm about to play is her mocking world leaders at like a massive UN thing or something like that. So this is being covered by the BBC and everybody, and she's a kid. This is what a Swedish kid who wants to fucking defeat government and corporate greed that's killing the planet. This is what this sounds like.
Not about some expensive, politically correct green act of bunny hugging or blah blah blah. Build back better, blah blah blah. Green economy, blah blah blah. Net zero by 2050, blah blah blah.
She's mocking like UK Prime Minister. She's mocking like the
Net
leaders.
Net zero by 2050, blah blah blah. Net zero, blah blah blah. Climate neutral, blah blah blah. This is all we hear from our so-called leaders. Words that sound great, but so far has led to no action. Our hopes and dreams drown in their empty words and promises.
It's a kid.
Of course, we need constructive dialogue, but they've now had 30 years of blah, 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 and where has that led us? But, of course, we can still turn this around. It is entirely possible. It will take drastic annual emission cuts, unlike anything the world has ever seen. And as we don't have the technological solutions that alone can deliver anything close to that, that means we will have to change.
So I, draw a lot of inspiration from that because I'm like, dude, she's saying shit that world leaders can't say. Bush, Trump, Barack.
Yeah, she has no allegiance to any of these fucking things.
And
She's just a free spirit.
Yes, but also she has less experience and wealth and intelligence and education than all these motherfuckers.
She has less experience, but that she came to this planet with a wealth of knowledge and understanding just at that young age.
Right. In some sense, it's a little bit like that parable where they talk about where the kid, like the emperor's walking naked, everybody's conformed to upholding the bullshit and it takes a kid to come forward and say,
Hey,
"Fucker's
fucking
naked."
Put your clothes on.
Yeah, dude.
Right.
Fucking nobody wants to see your shiny helmet.
Right.
Right. Right.
Or see themselves in the reflection.
You can see the chili.
Hey, chile, chile.
Squeeze it harder
You'll see your reflection.
till you can see yourself.
Right.
Then you're done. Then you win. Then you won.
Like it was such a higher plane, Sean. Like it was for a minute there, we'd all.
You
and
got
then we're
first place.
Back to Gravy Leg. Let me tell you the story about shiny helmet Gravy Leg.
About the environment.
0 emissions.
Denim flute.
Net
Little denim
zero.
flute.
Enough about net zero. Let me tell you a little bit about nut zero.
Careful, bro, because he might almost knock you out. Yeah, he's gonna almost have to knock your ass out if you don't stop fucking around.
All right. So, what else did we say we were gonna talk about? We got fucking
That fucking crybaby.
Oh
yeah.
What's his name? Matthew Perry? No. Is
yeah,
it
Matthew Perry.
Matthew Perry. Guy's a crybaby, man.
Okay, so tell
Something
me
else,
why.
man.
Tell me what makes him a like. tell me-
What kicked off Matthew Perry for you?
It was you showed me like
showed
a
a video.
Do you still have it?
No, but what was he saying in that video?
He was crying, right, during that, like, on a very special Maury.
Yeah.
Matthew
exactly.
Perry tells the
Might have been
truth.
Oprah.
Right. It was like something like that.
Right.
On a Charlie Rose where he finally has his pants
Right,
back
Barbara
on.
Wawa.
Right. And they revived Barbara Walters from the dead and took her corpse, and they did an interview with Matthew Perry. And he finally told how hard his life was being a billionaire and having tons of drugs when everybody else could do drugs and they weren't an addict. Right. And then there was like that picture of him crying.
Yeah. Fuck. Unbelievable.
Right?
What's
Constant.
fair about it? What's fair about it? That all my constituents got to...
Right. Everyone else
But
on
I got
Friends.
stuck with this addiction? Me? Why me? Yeah, he was really like, I was like, man, that dude's lost.
Right. So okay.
really
So
lost, man.
so I'm like, bro. I'm like, I hear that. So I'm like, and I'm gonna get that fucking autobiography.
And by pain, I don't mean a stub toe or the whole 10 yards.
Yeah, stub toe, Big Pig Mike.
What's that?
You crying about your toe?
It's not there anymore.
Right. He's not crying about that. It's a real pain. All right. So I started it because I'm like, I'm going to play clips of this and drive and see like Big Lux drive you nuts. You know, like, what is that, right? And then I just read the prologue and I couldn't even get through the prologue because I was like, well, this is crazy.
He's crazy.
So then I bought the audiobooks. I'm like, I'll play it on the show.
Right.
All right, here we go. Shh, this is the beginning part.
Wait, and so for those of you who may be listening and don't know who Matthew Perry is.
Right. Oh, thank you, Big Lux. So maybe the best way to introduce who Matthew Perry's is to play you a little something, right?
Sean's going to beat you to it.
No, Sean, you fucker. Okay, yeah. This. Maybe you remember a little something like this.
Yep.
Good. What kind of voice is that?
Good.
What kind of singing voice is that?
Do it.
Just sometimes I tell I'm a big shiny helmet in your ears, and I'll be chilling for that big old crazy dick. Oh, sorry.
All right.
Right. So Jennifer Aniston, her big break.
Right.
Courtney Cox. Right. Fucking David Schwimmer. Had a like, why so long in the face, David Schwimmer. And Matthew Perry.
Yeah.
And Jennifer Aniston.
Wait, and the Italian kid.
Oh, Joey.
Yeah.
But what the fuck was his name?
Matt something.
Matt LeBlanc.
Matt LeBlanc.
That's French. He's Italian, but that's French.
Yeah.
Right. Everybody. This was one of the... Dude, in his autobiography, Matthew Perry played Chandler, the guy. I don't know. Who did he? Sean, you were a big fan of Friends. That was like your favorite.
You gotta build yourself up after Chandler. You gotta build yourself up after Chandler.
Posters in his room.
You gotta always consider yourself like a Chandler.
Dude,
type.
every time he left, he would give a kiss to the.
Yeah, he dresses like Chandler. To this day, he still dresses like
That
Chandler.
is a Chandler outfit.
That's a Chandler outfit for sure.
Look at that.
I'll be there.
Look, he's got volleyball shoes on like that.
No. King Salmon, did you and your ex watch Friends?
Oh, yes.
No, seriously, get on that. Is that true?
Yeah, it is true. All of them.
All episodes.
All of them.
How did you watch all? With your old lady. How did you watch? How was that? What was it?
I liked it.
Did you and your lady watch The Notebook together?
The fuck?
The Notebook.
What is that?
The movie, The Notebook.
Don't know what that is.
Dude, they listen. There was some weird period of time during DVD times, if you remember that epic, where Matt and his ex-old lady were watching full on, and I mean full on seasons of like shows, right? And you go over there and they had they didn't have cable or something, but they had all the libraries of the shows. First of all, Everybody Loves Raymond. I think they watched it twice.
Fuck, bro.
Is that right?
I
Fucking love
could
that
not
show.
even make it.
Fucking love that
I
show.
can't make it through a 10 minutes
Man,
of
I
one of
fucking
those
love that
episodes.
show. That
About
shit's
10
fucking-
minutes.
I love that
Not even 5.
I love that, Joe.
I shut that shit down.
Hey, maybe you know my son. He plays for Kansas City. He's the quarterback for Kansas City.
I mean, Friends,
Kermit the Frog.
and motherfucking what's
Friends,
the other? And I love Everybody Loves Raymond.
Everybody.
That right there is
King of
enough to
Queens.
make
Did you guys watch all seasons
Oh
of King of
hell
Queens?
no! I throw up off all that. shit.
Dude, when listen, when
Who in the world?
them.
Okay.
They see those shoes. Listen, these guys, right? Like, listen, when what would they call that? Like,
Name some other shows you guys watch.
yeah, please go
Little
through.
House
Sex
on
in
the
the
Prairie?
City.
Oh, Sex in the City. Go
Sex
ahead.
in the City.
Yeah.
What other ones are in there?
Family Guy.
Family Guy had
What?
all the Family Guy.
Oh, how about the
ones.
tool guy, the work guy? The tool.
Nope.
Home
no,
Improvement.
Home Improvement.
No, I didn't
No,
watch that
okay.
one. I didn't buy those.
No. Come on, go to it. Okay, Friends.
How
what
many
about
of us
Frasier?
have them?
No, I didn't do Frasier.
What's the most embarrassing
Fresh
one?
Prince of Bel Air.
They didn't
No,
need that.
no,
They'd
no,
already
no, no.
seen
But
it.
Third Rock from the Sun. We
Third
had
Rock.
all the Third Rock from the Sun.
Dude, that's gnarly, bro. How about the Rockford Files?
No.
I would watch the Rockford. Dude, what about fucking the Riptide? Did you ever watch Riptide?
No.
All right. What about Barney Miller? You ever watch that?
No.
How about Dynasty?
No.
Yeah, Dynasty.
No.
Knots Landing.
Duck Dynasty.
No and no.
Duck Butter.
No.
What?
And no.
What about Falcon Crest?
No.
How about lactating mamas?
Yes.
I would have, but no.
What about?
All women should smell like strippers.
I don't remember a lot. I mean, you got basically the key of them. There was
So wait a second. Wait. Before we go on with Matthew Perry and his colostomy bag, that's just a taste. I'm just giving you a taste.
Matthew Perry had a colostomy bag?
Yeah, bro.
What happened to him?
Wait. What?
I'm just.
How would you guys, like, explain how it would go down? Like, what was going on that you guys would sit down and you'd be like, are you ready for episode?
Do you get the popcorn?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. We'd hunker down. Those were the good days. That's when it was good. You know, we'd sit down. She'd get home from work, and we'd just hunker down for a couple good episodes. You know, we'd throw the DVD in there. You know, and just watch 4 or 5 episodes.
What kind of snacks?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, back then, what the fuck was I eating?
Swedish fish?
We had the kids, so I mean, there was grilled cheese. There was, you know,
Grilled
fucking
cheese,
macaroni and
Swedish fish,
cheese.
and
There
macaroni
was
cheese.
fucking.
You guys are eating finger foods.
I mean,
Baby
no, we're
bites,
eating,
finger
you know,
foods.
I mean,
Dinosaur.
know.
Dinosaur
Dino-
shaped.
yeah.
Fucking chicken nuggets.
Dino bits.
Dino bites.
They would be sitting there eating grilled cheese and watching Friends together.
Yeah.
That was when it was good.
Mini Eggos. Dip-
I liked Friends. Pivot, you know, right? The classic one, Pivot. You know,
What?
That's a Pivot, you know, and he goes to fucking brings a couch up the
Hot
stairs.
Pockets. Let's go, Hot Pockets.
Pivot?
Pivot.
What is that?
That's the one. I forget the one dude, but he was like trying to get the couch up the fucking stairs, and he's yelling at his buddies, and they're trying to help him, and he's yelling pivot, and they can't turn the couch up the chair.
Oh,
How about
dude, you
Seinfeld?
just.
Seinfeld?
Oh fuck yeah, Seinfeld.
Yeah, Seinfeld for sure.
Fuck yeah, Seinfeld.
Right. All right. So
Yeah.
okay. So that's Friends, and Matthew Perry's on it. So, dude, I'll just tell you this:
Yeah.
Matthew Perry.
He's a crybaby.
Listen.
Punk ass crybaby. Bitch ass crybaby. Go ahead.
Does he owe someone you know money?
No, I just
Okay.
fucking hate a big crybaby.
Right. Well, he's a rich crybaby.
Right.
And he says, "I've always needed a house with a view."
God, bro, I hope I don't run into this motherfucker. I'm gonna be like, I heard this shit that's coming out of your mouth, and you get fucked up right now. Like, I disrespect the fucking society. He gonna learn to shut his mouth around. That guy, if I catch up with him, he'll never write another book. He'll never talk to anybody about his problems again. Kid'll fucking move to Guam and start building homes. Fucking.
He'll have a
bare
whole new
hands.
set of problems.
Yeah, oh, fucker. Or join the Peace Corps. We'll never hear from his ass again.
Be in Romania delivering pizza. No, but so listen. So all right, yeah. So all right. His dad was the Old Spice.
What?
Old Spice?
His dad was an Old Spice guy, was
Yeah,
he?
he was.
Hell no.
No way. The Old Spice.
I remember the Old Spice
That was
guy,
his
dude.
dad.
He'd be fixing his little scarf and
Right.
fucking beanie and skipping down with his lunch bag in his hand. Huh? Yeah, I remember that motherfucker.
Dude.
I'm a lady. Huh? Yeah.
Oh man, you're killing me.
And that's how he got on the Friends?
Wait. It's better than that. It's better than that.
Right.
So So he goes to L.A. I'm not even going through the whole thing. He's an actor in L.A. His dad's
This guy was it Irish? He was an Ireland or what?
He's he's from Canada.
Okay.
Canada. Like that.
Irish Spring. I remember that shit. He'd be in the shower, scrubbing.
Clean as a whistle.
I'm nothing like the Irish Spring. I remember that shit.
Eating a bowl of Lucky Charms.
Yeah, okay. I remember his dad looking like a leprechaun.
Clean as a whistle.
Ass clean as a whistle. Okay, go
All
on.
right, so check it out. So he goes to California to be an actor. Already.
What?
Yeah, we just got started.
Yeah, we got to keep it moving.
Yeah.
Come on.
So he goes in. He's not.
Go ahead, do it. I know you want it.
I'm supposed to take you to catch a train.
Are you getting a drip? Yeah. He's dripping?
People train come out of Wichita. People train don't come out of Kansas City unless you're a hog or a
She
cattle.
came out sideways, didn't scream or nothing.
All right, so he goes to California. He's He's like doing big things, whatever it is, right? Commercials, blah blah blah. His dad's whatever. He's friends with Hank Azarian, whoever's that voice dude on the fucking Simpsons or whatever that guy, Azarian, whatever the fuck. Anyway, he's getting nowhere, and he's blah 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 blah, and he's running out of money. And he contacts his agents. He's like, I gotta book a show. I'm running out of dough. So they book him on a show. He gets a pilot, $22,000. He's set, right? And what's the show? The show is a sci-fi comedy called LAX 2094 or something like that, 2194. And the whole thing, right, is about baggage handlers at the LAX airport in the future. And everyone's wearing weird futuristic airport clothes. And it's just about the lives of the baggage handlers. Horrible concept, terrible show. Ryan Stiles is the anchor lead. While he's doing that, right, this show called Friends Like Us starts making the rounds. And it's one of those rare things where just from the strength of the script alone, everybody knows it's going to be a big, full-breasted hit. It's buzzing. And all the characters, right? And people were already attached to be in it. They're casting it. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And the character of Chandler is pretty much Matthew Perry in person.
He doesn't need to act that much.
He is that character. For sure. And everybody in LA kind of knows it. But because he cried and he got hooked up on this pilot that gave him the $22,000 that he was hoping for, he can't audition for the perfect, biggest, career-making fucking sitcom in a time when there was no streaming bullshit. It was going to be big money. EDD, big money coming. And he, that always makes him laugh. And so he can't get on it. And not only that, but he's so well known as a Chandler that friends
needs a handler. Old Chandler needs a handler.
And he ain't no Chandler.
Right.
So actor friends are coming to him for advice on how to play the part. And he's reading the part. And every 2 days he's calling his agents and crying. And they're like, well, you're locked in. You can't, blah, 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 blah. You're stuck on LAX 2094. All this shit, right? And everybody's coming. In fact, he's been helping his friends out learn the part that he knows the Chandler part by heart. He's even telling them how to say the words with the inflection on a different spot. Everything. And in fact, Hank Azarian tries out. That guy tries out for Friends. Everybody's so excited to be a part of it, and they say, no, we don't want you. He bitches so much that he gets another shot at it, and he auditions again, and they say, no, we want you. But Matthew Perry's best friend, some dude named Craig something or other, I don't know his name. The reason why I don't know his name is going to become clear, is up for 2 parts. And he takes Matthew Perry out for dinner. And the parts are, one show called Best Friends, the other show called Friends Like Us. And the Friends Like Us part is fucking the Chandler role. Matthew Perry, the Chandler role. And he says, I've been selected for both of them. Which one should I take? And Matthew Perry is like, God must be punishing me. Like, this is fucked. So he tells his friend the truth, according to his reporting. I told him that the show to be on is Friends Like Us and take that Chandler role. His friend calls the agent, and Matthew Perry says, for a reason I don't understand, he says, I want to be in Best Friends. And now the role is still open, but he's locked into being stuck. NBC or whoever, whatever network, I think it's NBC, happens to be married to or dating the casting director. Last name's Tarsus, Jamie Tarsus or Janie Tarsus, I can't remember, but so he's dating her, right? She knows all the actors. They've been through everybody. Everyone's tried it. No one's quite right. The writers don't like this. The writers don't like that. So she turns to the guy and she goes, hey, are you guys really going to make LAX 2194 or whatever? And the guy's like, no, it's fucking Bob Baggage House. It's a horrible fucking show. No, we're not. She goes, why don't we put Matthew Perry in as Chandler? And they call him up, and he comes down, and he does the audition, and he breaks the number one rule of all auditions, which is he leaves the sides at home. He doesn't bring them because he knows it by heart, because he's been. The reason why you're supposed to bring the goddamn fucking script with you is so that the writers who wrote it know that you know it's a work in progress, and they're going to be able to tell you how to do it. He's so confident that this Chandler role is him that he's like, and he goes in there and nails it, blows him out of the water. Then the producers, another audition, make him do it again, kills it. Then the network execs make him do it again, kills it. He's in. At one point, This show does 9 seasons, my brother. And at one point, they're making $1 million an episode apiece.
And that's only just from that. It's not even including all the other shit.
Dude, I almost think this is like an 8-part series because it's insane. Yeah. Because this guy...
Hey, there wasn't... How many episodes were in a season?
Oh, it was 22. Right? 22 mil. And the reason why it was 22 mil is because David Schwimmer, who, when he first started, right? David Schwimmer was the big swinging dick. Everybody was like, oh, right?
And he was dictating what he wanted, right?
He told them, David Schwimmer, the way Perry tells it, Schwimmer was such a cool dude that he said, listen, when we go in to renegotiate, we should renegotiate together because we got way more leverage. Now, at that point, Schwimmer could have been a dick and been like, I don't know what they're doing, but I need. That's how they got the number up for everybody so fucking high. So, while all that's going on, he's an alcoholic and he's addicted to Oxycontin. I mean, really addicted. And smoking like a chimney.
Smoking cigarettes?
Oh, yeah, bro. Okay. He's a big smoker. Anyway, so I'm like, all right, well, let's go back and maybe let's see what the prologue is like and let's get some, local color on and some reactions from the groups. Us. Okay, so I'm going to play just the beginning of this. And he's like 50-something.
I emphasize pain because this was the worst pain I've ever experienced. It was the platonic ideal of pain, the exemplar. I've heard people claim that the worst pain is childbirth. Well, this was the worst pain imaginable, but without the joy of a newborn in my arms at the end of it.
Okay, so right now I'm looking at Big Pick Mike. He seems to be wiping his face. Please describe what you're thinking, what you're feeling.
He needs to shut the fuck up. The whole pain shit. I don't fucking get it. He's fucking got the money that he wants. He's gone through his fucking thing. He's got his empire. Fuck off.
Okay.
Fucking Mike hates this guy. Yeah.
Hey, Mike wrote a book. Mike's been through the struggle.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, dude.
All right, Mike. Let the heat go down.
Fuck him and his good 10 toes.
Fuck him.
After all that shit he did, he still got 10 toes. Fuck that motherfucker. Right. Yeah, I don't know about
man.
Pain.
All right. Let's. Okay. Hear the stylings of Matthew Perry.
Pain from the blisters on his lips from smoking crack and sucking dick. All right, go ahead.
All right. And the stylings of Matthew Perry, professional crybaby. Here we go.
And it may be day 7 of the pain, but it was also day 10 of no movement, if you catch my drift. I hadn't taken a shit in 10 days. There's the drift. Something was wrong, very wrong. This was not a dull, throbbing pain like a headache. It wasn't a piercing, stabbing pain like the pancreatitis I had had when I was 30. This was a different kind of pain, like my body was going to burst, like my insides were trying to force their way out. This was the no fucking around kind of pain.
Big Mike, please.
How high is this motherfucker while he's telling this story?
I don't know, man, but he's got a mush mouth. That's all I got to say. You talk about pain and shit.
Yeah, fuck that dude.
But 7 days of pain about taking his shit, that's your fucking dilemma, dude. Like, whatever you put in your fucking body, take care of your shit.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Douche.
Hey,
hard. Yeah, am I in there?
Hard. All he needs a little olive oil and some
shoot some olive oil.
Get a broomstick. What are you crying about?
Olive oil and some jumping jacks.
God damn
do some jumping jacks.
Get on a trip.
Fill it up with oil and do some jumping
7
jacks.
days without taking his shit. The fuck is
losing that shit up in there? It'll come out.
Fucking horse shit.
That ain't nothing. Driving about 8 pounds of fucking tobacco up there, motherfucker. Jesus Christ, that ain't shit. All right, here we go.
Eat a chili.
Sit on a chile.
Hard Luck exclusive. We're spinning off a podcast by Big Pick Mike called "That's Your Dilemma, Dude." It's gonna be all about how he's pissed at rich people.
And the sounds, my God, the sounds. Ordinarily, I'm a pretty quiet, keep-to-myself kind of fella. But on this night, I was screaming at the top of my lungs. Some nights, when the wind is right and the cars are all parked up for the night, you can hear the horrific sounds of coyotes ripping apart something that is howling in the Hollywood Hills. At first, it sounds like children laughing way, way off in the distance, until you realize it's not that. It's the foothills of death. But the worst part, of course, is when the howling stops, because you know whatever has been attacked is now dead. This is hell. And yes, there is a hell. Don't let anyone tell you different. I've been there. It exists.
Idiot, bro.
End of discussion.
What? This guy is
on this night, the animal
5 scotches into this story. This motherfucker's drunk. This should be, what is that? What do they call that? Drunken history. That's what this guy sounds like. Drunken history.
Stroke.
That's the worst part.
Stroked out history with Matthew Perry.
That's what we're going to name this episode. Drunken history
Stroked
with Matthew
out.
Perry. Yeah, stroked out.
Stroked. It sounds like children laughing in the
Coked
Hollywood
out
Hills.
history.
There is a hell and it's children's laughter. Let me tell you.
Yeah, don't let anybody tell you any different.
Dude, what
End
is
of
it with
story.
that voice?
Fuck Compton.
Yeah, right?
Fuck
What is
Compton. That ain't how to. All right.
What's up with that voice?
What's up with that? What's that? What's up with that sound?
Mo was me. I was still screaming, fighting tooth and nail for survival. Silence meant the end. Little did I know how close I was to the end. At the time, I was living in a sober living house in Southern California. This was no surprise. I have lived half my life in one form or another of a treatment center or a sober living house. Which
Can't
is
be
fine
mad at
when you're
him for that.
24 years old, less fine when you're 42 years old.
Yes.
Now I was 49, still struggling to get this monkey off my back. By this point, I knew more about drug addiction and alcoholism than any of the coaches and most of the doctors I encountered at these facilities. Unfortunately, self-knowledge avails you nothing.
Fuck yeah.
If the golden ticket to sobriety involved hard work and learned information, this beast would be nothing but a faint, unpleasant memory.
Boom.
To simply stay alive, I turned myself into a professional patient. Let's not sugarcoat it. At 49, I was still afraid to be alone. Left alone, my crazy brain, crazy only in this area, by the way, would find some excuse to do the unthinkable. Drink and drugs. In the face of decades of my life having been ruined by this, I'm terrified of doing it again. I have no fear of talking in front of 20,000 people, but put me alone, on my couch, in front of the TV for the night, and I get scared. And that fear is of my own mind, fear of my own thoughts, fear that my mind will urge me to turn to drugs as it has so many times before. My mind is out to kill me, and I know it. I am constantly filled with a lurking loneliness, a yearning, clinging to the notion that something outside of me will fix me. But I had had all that the outside had to offer.
Wait, Big Mike, dude, he's got his Mr. and Mrs. Earbuds. He's got his hands, his face in his hands. He can't take it.
Fucking let me say the code. Like, what the fuck is that, dude? Like, you can't even barely understand that guy. The slur is just fucking nasty. And he's like, my pain, you know, no coyotes and sugar codeine. I'm like, fucking just say it, bro. Don't act the book out. Just fucking say what you're going through, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's what I hear. It's like, you know when someone's being honest.
Yeah.
Straight up. And now you can see he's reading line for line that was written for him off the script, which is his book. And now he's reading it. He's not even fucking giving delivery. Like, hey, this is the kind of shit I've been through. Just being fucking honest. And we're laughing at him. It's like, yo, if someone grabs you like that and they're fucking telling you straight up what's up, you're going to lock in with them. And like, I'm hearing this shit's like, man, fucking shut the fuck up, dude. It's like, we go through our shit. People have rougher than you. You know what I'm saying? and you're crying about your fuck. You know, we all have addictions of different types.
Yeah, but dude, he's afraid to be alone on the couch.
Fuck off, man. Be alone. Fuck, go sit at the fucking lighthouse and wait for the boat, dude. Straight up. You want to be alone, fucker. You know what I mean? Fuck that. You got TV and air conditioning and hot water, motherfucker. You're at the advantage already.
Right.
You already got an advantage.
Yeah, but he can hear those coyotes.
Can we hear the rest of them?
Fucking cock.
Julia Roberts is my girlfriend. It doesn't matter. You have to drink.
He's upset because he had Julia Roberts as a girlfriend.
Shut the fuck. Fuck.
I just bought my dream house. It looks across the whole city. Can't enjoy that without a drug dealer. I'm making $1 million a week. I win, right? Would you like to have a drink? Why, yes, I would. Thank you very much. I'd had it all, but it was all a trick. Nothing was going to fix this. It would be years before I even grasped the notion of a solution. Please don't misunderstand me. All of those things, Julia and the dream house and $1 million a week, were wonderful, and I will be eternally grateful for all of them. I'm the luckiest man on the planet, and boy, did I have fun. They just weren't the answer. If I had to do it all over again, would I still audition for Friends? You bet your ass I would. Would I drink again? You bet your ass I would. If I didn't have alcohol to soothe my nerves and help me have fun, I would have leaped off a tall building sometime in my 20s. My grandfather, the wonderful Alton L. Perry, grew up around an alcoholic father, and as a result, he never touched a drink in his life. All 96 long, wonderful years of it. I am not my grandfather.
Can you relate to that, Big Mike?
Hell no.
What do you think about?
Oh, sorry about that. Go ahead, love.
No, go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, well, 96 years. And the way he needs fucking grandfather, so like a captain or admiral of a fucking navy. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, all right, and admiration, that's
Yeah,
cool.
guess what? We all had grandparents.
Yes.
All right, well, congratulations. Guess what? We all had a grandparent.
Wow.
What was he, the captain of the Navy?
Fucking Admiral Perry. Fuck, dude. Get off the fucking pedestal, fool. Like,
I don't write all of this so anyone will feel sorry for me.
Do you feel sorry for him, Big Mike?
Totally.
I write these words because they're true. I write them because someone else may be confused by the fact that they know they should stop drinking. Like me, they have all the information and they understand the consequences, but they can't stop drinking. You're not alone, my brothers and sisters. In the dictionary, under the word addict, there should be a picture of me looking around very confused.
Oh,
Oh, God.
Big Lex, I kind of...
He's the most hardcore drug addict ever.
I bet
Right?
he'd never wiped his ass with carpet.
That motherfucker. Right. And the other thing is, like, I'd really like to see how he held up next to, like, a fucking Charlie Sheen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Was he really... You know what I'm saying? That guy's too much of a fucking idiot to really get it going. Get it going on. You get what I'm saying?
Right. Did you really ride a bad one? Or would you just get scared?
Did you have an orgy with half the fucking playmates at the Playboy Mansion? With
Right.
cocaine off their ass.
Right.
Like, really?
Right. Did you wake up in a completely different country and had no clue how you got there?
Surrounded by naked whores.
Right. Wearing a dress.
Right. Well, the wearing a dress might have happened, but he was in West Hollywood, not fucking waking up in Paris or anything. You know what I'm saying?
If you look up,
Motherfucker
if you
woke
look
up
up
on
a
motherfucking
dictionary,
Sanborn.
if you look up a
He woke up in Sanborn off of Santa Monica Boulevard in a dress
Yum
pulled
Yum
all the ways
Donuts.
up.
with a stick in the middle.
Some man playing with a fucking looking like a little pink gash in between his legs, like a piece of bubble gum.
I knew this was gonna
Woke
be
up with
going.
his dress
I
around
knew
his
it was gonna
motherfucking head, huh? And some fucking weird
Like
guy playing with a
ligature
little
marks.
gash in between his legs.
Oh, shit. Ligature marks around
What's the
his
matter
neck.
with that motherfucker? He's got a gash in between his legs.
In the sober living house in Southern California, I had a view of West LA and 2 queen-sized beds. The other bed was occupied by my assistant and best friend, Aaron. a lesbian whose friendship I treasure because it brings me the joy of female companionship without the romantic tension that has seemed to ruin my friendships with straight women. Not to mention, we can talk about hot women together. I met her 2 years earlier at another rehab where she had been working at the time. I didn't get sober back then, but I saw how wonderful she was in every way and promptly stole her from the sober living rehab and made her my assistant.
How many assistants do you got, Big Mike?
27.
Go ahead. What, Salmon?
What is this with sober? So he's got an assistant while he's in sober living.
Yeah. He's living in a sober living with an assistant.
dyke.
With a dyke assistant.
Dyke assistant.
Dude,
That's hot.
Yeah.
That he can talk about hot chicks with.
Right.
And it's overlooking West LA.
And all of his business that he's doing.
But no, listen. I mean, how hard is it to get Matthew Perry to wash the dishes in a sober living when he's living with his assistant in the sober living? Hey, Matthew Perry, listen. One of the things is you don't take any self-responsibility. What you need to do, you're going to go down there and you're going to clean that toilet like OG Lep. Imagine OG Lep when he was running that sober living. I'm from roll your shit up. Right? Matthew Perry, you're going to go down there, you're going to clean that all up. And he's like, absolutely, Big Lep. Aaron, my assistant, is going to go down there and start washing dishes.
I bet every time Matthew Perry walked into a motherfucking sober living, everybody was licking their chops and figuring out how they're going to work this dude and get some money.
I'll be there for you. Hey, you know what? I don't even.
And I bet the lady, the woman that he hired, I bet she was fucking throwing herself in front of him every 5 minits.
Listen, you leave him alone, you big lugs. He's been through enough. I don't even care. I don't even like Famous. That doesn't even faze me.
Yeah.
Right. I didn't ever watch Friends.
Yeah.
My cousin did with his ex-old lady on the couch, but not me. All right, here we go.
And she became my best friend. She, too, understood the nature of addiction and would come to know my struggles better than any doctor
Google her name and his name so we get the picture.
Aaron and Matt, can you do this?
I'd ever seen. Despite the comfort that Aaron brought to the situation, I still spent many sleepless nights in Southern California. Sleep is a real issue for me, especially when I'm in one of those places. That said, I don't think I've ever slept more than 4 hours straight in my entire life. It didn't help that we'd been watching nothing but prison documentaries, and I was coming off so much Xanax my brain had fried to the point where I was convinced that I was an actual prisoner and that this sober living place was an actual jail. I have a shrink.
Mr. and Mrs. Earbuds.
I'm on lockdown. They've got me locked down in fucking Holmby Hills. I'm in a fucking lockdown facility in Bel Air.
With a personal assistant.
Yeah, I'm eating top ramen. I'm Benedict Canyon. Get me out of here. I'm doing a shoe term in Merv Griffin's old fucking mansion off of Sunset. This is fucking horrible.
Yes.
This motherfucker. Now I know what prison's like. Fucking asshole, man. This guy's something else, man.
I can't wait to get out and see my family again.
Yeah, let Big Lugs handle that part.
Frank, whose mantra is reality is an acquired taste. Well, I'd lost my taste and smell of reality by that point. I had COVID of the understanding. I was completely delusional. There was nothing delusional about the pain, though. In fact, it hurt so much I'd stopped smoking, which if you knew how much I smoked, you'd think was a pretty sure sign that something very serious was wrong. One employee of the place, whose name badge might as well have read Nurse Fuckface, suggested taking an Epsom salt bath to alleviate the discomfort. You wouldn't take a Band-Aid to a road traffic accident. You don't put someone in this much pain in water filled with his own sauce. But reality is an acquired taste, remember. So I actually took the Epsom salts bath. There I sat, naked, in pain, howling like a dog being ripped to shreds by coyotes.
Oh, man. Oh, man. I mean, he's in a jacuzzi tub. like Scarface, right? Being ripped apart. Like, what is that? And being ripped apart by coyotes have to do with each other. This guy's really fucking lost, bro.
He just visited.
I was like being ripped apart by coyotes. You guys have no idea what I've gone through.
I was in an Epsom salt bath. It was pure hell.
I had 6 people massaging my feet. It was like they were ripping me apart, though.
It was like being in a Japanese prison.
Yeah.
It was like bamboo shoots under my nails when they put me in the Epsom
Now
salt.
I know what Auschwitz is like. I understand now.
Oh my God, no one should have to live like that.
It's like a concentration camp.
I thought I was in prison.
The torture is unbelievable.
Erin heard me. Hell, people in San Diego heard me.
I mean,
She appeared at the bathroom door.
imagine though, really imagine. Matthew Perry naked, bloated, screaming in agony.
Yeah, big old fat bastard, right?
In a tub. In a fucking sober limit.
I'm surprised somebody didn't come in there with a butcher knife and just fucking kill his ass.
What they needed to do.
Somebody just needed to drop a radio that was plugged in or a hairdryer into that fucking.
I was going to have to get the maid to come in.
And looked down upon my sad, naked form as I writhed in pain. She said very simply, "Do you want to go to the hospital?" If Erin thought it was hospital bad, it was hospital bad.
Yeah.
Plus, she'd already noticed I wasn't smoking.
Yeah.
That sounds like a pretty damn good idea to me, I said in between howls.
In between howls.
Somehow, Erin helped me out of the bath and dried me off. I started to put my clothes back on just as a counselor, alerted by the slaughter of a dog on the premises, presumably, appeared at the door. "I'm taking him to the hospital," Erin said. Catherine, the counselor, just so happened to be a beautiful blonde woman to whom I had apparently proposed upon my arrival, so she wasn't my biggest fan. Not kidding, I had been so out of it when we arrived that I asked her to marry me and then promptly fell down a flight of stairs.
What's going on, Big Mike?
Just fucking jump on the knife already, dude. Fuck. Jesus Christ, man.
Our new hard luck show with Big Mike called Just Jump on the Knife Already. Fuck.
It's like, dude, jacuzzi bound, coyote chasing.
Let's listen to a little bit more of him and then.
Fuck. Jesus Christ.
"This is just drug-seeking behavior," Catherine said to Erin as I continued to dress. "He's going to ask for drugs at the hospital." Well, this marriage is off, I thought. By now, the howls had alerted others that there was probably canine entrails all over the bathroom floor or someone was in real pain. The head counselor, Charles, think male model father, homeless mother, joined Catherine in the doorway to help her block our expected exit. Block our exit? What are we, 12 years old? "He's our patient," Catherine said. "You don't have the right to take him." "I know, Maddie," Erin insisted. "He isn't trying to get drugs." Then Erin turned to me. "Do you need to go to the hospital, Maddie?" I nodded and screamed some more. "I'm taking him," Erin said. Somehow we pushed past Catherine and Charles out of the building and into the parking lot. I say somehow not because Catherine and Charles made much of a fuss about stopping us, but because every time my feet touched the ground, the pain became even more excruciating. Up there in the sky,
What the fuck
looking
was
down
wrong
on me.
with this motherfucker, bro? I'm tired of hearing him.
Let's go to a strip club.
What? Man, so that's gonna get a part 2 too?
Dude, this might be part 3 because I gotta tell you, we haven't even gotten to the good part.
Oh, Matthew Perry, dude. But we're gonna have we're gonna have Instagram Jesus.
Yeah.
Really pull it together on this one.
Hey, bro, we need to bring in different people to hear parts of the Matthew Perry story.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, we do.
Like
We
some
may have
hardcore
to do
sober
a whole
motherfuckers.
fucking podcast just on Matthew Perry.
Right.
Until finally he fucking gets his ass down.
Dude,
here to
I
defend
could
himself.
probably watch. Yeah, and he might, but I could. this is because I'm a sick bastard. I could listen to Matthew Perry and watch Big Pick Mike's reactions for probably like 3 weeks straight. Like, he's just listening to a rich white dude who's fucked every hot chick complain because he's got to like get
Got
off
all
the-
10 toes.
Right. No ghost toe.
Right.
None of that shit. He's just like, man, fuck
No
that.
problems with his fucking. Right, yeah.
Exactly.
He ain't got no gout.
Right.
He ain't got no motherfucking
Matthew
neopathy.
Perry isn't trying to, like, he doesn't got a DJ thing and a fucking thing and a photography thing and all that shit still working, all that shit. Matthew Perry is retired on millions. He blew, dude, MC Hammer ain't shit to Matthew Perry. Matthew Perry's wasted more money than MC Hammer, and Matthew Perry's still rich.
Fuck.
Still rich.
Fucking A.
And he's like sitting there like, it was so much pain when I had to walk down those stairs. Erin was lifting me up. She's like, do you need to go to the hospital, Maddie?
She took me right out of the West Wing.
He's not pill seeking, you bastards. It was like Vietnam all over again. I was up to my waist in rice patties while I was sitting there trying to get to my Lambo. It was so hard. Right, dude. It's an amazing tale. The whole thing's amazing. The money, the chicks. Dude, don't forget, he did.
I'm in pain. I'm trying to go deposit this fucking $1 million check over here. My feet are killing me. My back hurts.
My wallet's
It's like
really
they're
hurting
ripping,
my
like
back.
the coyotes are ripping my spine right out of my back while I'm
Yeah.
trying to fucking bank.
Yeah, dude. He does have a little bit of a kind of an obsession with like dying canines.
Yeah.
Right. It's a little overdone.
And pain. He's got a real fucking crazy perception of what pain is.
And some of you, right? I mean,
I've gone through some shit in my life, bro.
What? Dude,
And nothing has never once did I think, this is kind of like a pack of coyotes pulling my flesh pulling me apart. Like, nothing's ever made me say, it's like that.
Dude, what about, first of all, I don't think I've ever heard you say that. Torn rotator cuffs, fucking whatever. I haven't heard you say that ever. What about when you told a story about where you ate the shit and you went into grand mal seizure in the car?
Fuck Matthew Perry.
Fuck Matthew Perry.
Get the fucking echelon shit up in the air.
I'm funny how? Funny like I'm a clown.
No. Okay. No. Okay.